back to River City Runs Red, our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle here on Restless Barbarian Gaming. I'm your storyteller, Aloysius, and it's the finale, everybody. Very bittersweet to say that, but here we are. And before we get into it, I guess I just wanted to thank everybody for sticking with us this long. If you've been with us since the beginning, or if this is your first time tuning in, either way, thank you. It's been a ride. And before we get into it, I'm going to have all my lovely coterie members introduce themselves for one last time in a counterclockwise motion, starting with Tom.
Alrighty. Well, hey, everybody. Glad to be here. Glad Aloysius ran this game for us. It's been like 2.5 years, I think. We checked something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I just glad to be here. Want to thank everybody who's watched and supported. Say thank you to Jen and Nanad who had started off with us, and thank Pluto for joining us and making it a great game to play. By the way, I'm playing Ephraim, the Malkavian nightclub runner. So.
I remembered. Hi, I'm Tiara. I play Vane Mallory, and wow, 2.5 years is so crazy. It's very exciting to see this story kind of come to its natural closing, I suppose. And it's been a really fun ride. Thank you for sticking around with us or joining us whenever you did. Clan Ministry, by the way. Yeah. And yeah, I'll pass it on to our last player.
Hello, I am Pluto. I've played Scully since I just looked this up. It was June of last year that I joined in. And it's been a whole bunch of fun. I'm going to say this now. River City Runs Red has been such a lovely breath of fresh air, TTRPG wise. It's been great getting to come in and just build a story with y'all. It's been amazing. And then for an actual introduction of Scully, she is the coteries Anarch and also Caitiff that nobody knows about in character, but we might as well get it out there now. And yeah, hopefully she's doing better after what happened last time. Hopefully everybody's doing better after what happened last time. Peace.
Well, with that, we will be flashing forward from the events of last week, last session, about a couple weeks, about 3 weeks, give or take. And so before we get into the here and now of it all, I wanted to sort of check in with each of the coterie members individually, sort of see what they were doing, if anything, in the span of those couple weeks since the events of the pincer maneuver, I suppose. So I think we'll start out with Ephraim. What, if anything, has he been up to in the past few weeks?
Well, trying to heal 2 levels of aggravated damage. And
reasonable enough to do in that length of time.
And he's all of this kind of made up his mind. He had been trying to climb the ladder here in Grand Rapids, and has decided he's had enough. He helped people. He saw what it got him. He's not going to help anybody ever again. So he's just all back, to Team Ephraim. And he is going to be leaving, and he is going to be going to Chicago. So his plan is he's going to go talk to Tracy and make her an offer.
Okay. And what is said offer?
He is going to give her the nightclub, the Diablo Club. Just sign it over. He's got money. He's not worried about that. If she wants. Yep.
Just out of curiosity.
Please make it random.
I'll say she's a Toreador.
Yeah.
She, you know, she has flights of fancy.
Right.
So, she would sort of hear the proposal and say, "Fuck it, I've basically been running it without you anyway."
Exactly. So, I mean, that's, you know, well, that's Tom saying it. Ephraim's like, yeah, looks like you've done all right. So what do you say? You want it?
I might as well.
All right, we'll do the lawyer shit and get all that done.
All right, I'll have my people talk to your people.
You are my people. So
Well, I'll have my people talk to me then.
he's like, I got one final request though.
Okay.
I might take Jose with me.
Didn't you... Well, I suppose it's not entirely off the table, and he does blab a little bit.
Oh.
Is it true that you promised you'd turn him?
Promised is a strong word. I was very interested in it, given the prince would allow it.
I see. I know that you're leaving.
But if the prince, who already has enough on her plate, would allow it, I will. If she doesn't, then I'll take him with me.
All right. I was just curious.
I can't just. He's like, abandon him.
Oh, it's not because you'd be too lonely on your own.
I need somebody to get my dry cleaning.
Fair enough. We all need one of those.
All right, we'll talk.
That we will.
All right.
Start getting the legal bullshit in order, I suppose.
Yeah. And he leaves. So. That's about the extent of what he's been up to.
Sounds good.
I told you we'd be done in like 5 minutes.
I'll say working on vamoosing out of there. All right.
You've got 2 hours for the rest of the players.
Sounds good.
Through their stuff.
I'll say, Evane, what have you been up to in the past few weeks?
I think that the first week kind of consisted of just withdrawing a little bit for a time, to just taking time for herself after everything that happened, and probably in some like quiet way, I imagine that she probably had like a little something for like Frey on a night where she's just kind of like by herself. I don't even think she really knows like what to say in that moment when it happens, but it's just kind of an acknowledgement that like he was a formative part of her life and then unlife. And you know, there's some bittersweet feelings there. And I think she's doing a lot of like, okay, like what is the next step forward on the path? Like what do I really want to do? How do I make it happen? And whatnot, like what matters to me. And so I think that first week she's just kind of, you know, figuring shit out, essentially, while working on the like working on getting things ready and stuff for like a press release for launching her brand, uh, House of Vervain. I'm sorry, yeah, House. Did I say yeah, House of Vervain? Uh, and getting all that squared away. Just not even really thinking about any of the kindred stuff at all. I don't even know if she's like answering her pager over much. She's essentially gone kind of radio silent. Then the following week, I think she starts checking in with people. She would just kind of rudimentarily reach out to Scully and to Ephraim just to see like if they're good. Nothing too crazy, just like just checking in. You good?
Just being like still alive.
Yep. And then just kind of, I think, still taking some time because I imagine that Merrick is also pretty busy.
Yeah, he has like you. He has also had a lot fall into his lap. That's for sure.
Yes, and then obviously Hassan is also super busy. So much work was generated.
Yeah.
Oh my god! For the Camarilla, of course, it's par for the course. So she's just kind of like starts reaching out that way. Isn't really going around much. I think probably like around the third week is when she starts, is when she even decides to like go and be seen at Elysium for the first time in weeks, especially like after all of that. I do think she's just kind of let like Rick, Hassan, and whatnot, and whatever updates they get from the sheriff, kind of keep her updated on like what's happening, what can be shared at that point in time. That's like essentially it. But yeah, last week she'll start probably just reaching out to people and checking in terms of like her actual different contacts. Just sending like seeing if Felicia is good, would like to meet at some point, sort of thing. Just like on a friendly note.
Yeah. And I think she would probably take you up on that offer, sort of like when you get a free chance over in like that third week, once you finally start making appearances and all that, just because you've had her back, and she's like, okay, I respect and appreciate you, and can also see that you're going places. So yeah, let's get to know each other on a better level.
I think she checks in with Primogen Arinda as well, just like to see like, hey, how we doing? Probably just making that inquiry through Hassan so as to not like impede essentially like on her privacy. I'm sorry, not their privacy. Because they've also just been through a lot. They were just in someone's basement,
Yeah.
With a stake in their heart. So that's really crazy. And I think other than that, I do think that the only, in terms of like kindred related work, I imagine that Yvain has been probably sending correspondence to, I don't know, the office of the prince. I don't know if it's called that or not. Just to essentially get like approval on like, hey, I would like to work on, one, like investigating phrase clubs, like residents going through stuff, start combing for things, then gut it. Then gut it, and then like that she wants to take ownership of that property after whoever else the prince would like to go through there goes through there, but she like just wants to be a part of that essentially.
Mhm.
And then also just like obviously Frey has assets, should be frozen. I would like to request recompense for being put through it essentially, but also
Mhm.
I'm happy to help with like dividing some of those assets to go to like Primogen Arenda, to Sheriff McCoy, people who were targeted essentially.
Yeah.
I think it's only fair.
Yeah. And I think you'd be able to sort of like work with. I'd say especially Pixie would assist in getting you in touch with all the appropriate people for those like various tasks.
Yep, so that's what Yvain's doing over the next few weeks.
All right, sounds good. And so then, Scully, what have you been up to in the past few weeks since that eventful night?
I think it's quite interesting. Yeah, she's doing she heals up in that first week, and then as it turns out, she has not been to work in a bit. She kind of needs to go to work. That's crazy. So we go from going and stopping conspiracy to like oust all of the authority in River City back to treating a dog on a Tuesday night.
As you do.
As you do. But I think that she's just kind of been she's been kind of chilling, probably like calls up some of her, well, I say some of, probably calls one of her old friends just to catch up and see how she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, she's kind of just hanging out. She said that she would hang out with Florian, probably have had a couple of like hangouts with him. And yeah, I mean, she's settling back in. I'm not sure that she's really talking too much to Merrick right now, though, considering.
Yeah, I think that's also fair.
I think that she's kind of like, well, things are kind of on shaky ground with like all of the wards really right now, considering what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's, even though people don't really know, she's been involved in the deaths of 2 barons. Just gonna point that out. And so she's kind of like,
she has been present for 2 of them. That is true. Yeah.
Yeah. She's been involved in the deaths of 2 barons and another leader of War 2, so that's pretty cool. I think that she's kind of like considering moving closer to like the outskirts out of War territory. But yeah, so that's where she's at right now. So.
All right.
Apartment searching.
Love that for her.
House searching. Yeah.
So then, in that case, that brings us to the here and now, which means we get into the exciting stuff of I need everyone to make me a rouse check, please and thank you.
Yay! Oh my goodness. How does it feel knowing it's our last rouse check, everybody?
Chill.
Did you say you?
No, I said chill. I need
chill.
Failed.
Okay.
I got a 6.
I also failed.
Yes, I would say for the purposes of this, yes, over the course of the week, I would assume you have gotten yourselves down to hunger 1. So that's the baseline you're working off of.
So now
I've just stayed hungry. Screw all that, you know?
That's people like I just haven't eaten in weeks.
Yeah.
That whole like I forgot to eat thing, which I don't understand how people do.
Yeah. Okay, so failed.
Failed.
Oh, I succeeded. Yeah.
Succeeded. Okay. I guess Yvain's just girl bossing, so.
Yeah, Yvain's girl bossing. She's busy.
It bounced off another die, but it rolled to a 6.
Hey, success is what matters.
She's not trying to like skip town or whatever. She's got a business to run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't skip meals.
Yeah.
I have an
Um,
empire to build.
Yeah, so then, in that case, I think we will start out with Evane. What's the what is your?
We just say that this is the first time I'm going back to Elysium.
Okay, sure. Because
That's
it's,
okay.
I say it's funny that you say that.
Oh.
Because you would, get a message, from Pixie
Okay.
saying the prince wants to talk.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't even know what she would wear, and now I'm like, oh my god, she has to be on her fucking tees. Jesus. Okay, cool. And then goes, haha, thanks, I'll be there. But she's screaming, on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Prince Wolf is probably the scariest person to me in this series. As a woman who wears white, as a vampire, that's crazy.
She certainly does like wearing white a lot, that is for sure.
It feels like a power move. I love that for her. Girl boss. She could gaslight and gatekeep me anytime. Alright. I will get around for I'll get ready for Elysium. Yeah, and which one is it?
The main Elysium,
Is
seeing as it got blown up, still has heavy reconstruction to be
Sure.
done. So currently, the Diablo Club is acting as the main Elysium.
Very fair. Okay, then I will get ready to go there. I will send a message just asking if Ephraim will be actively at the Diablo Club tonight. He doesn't always necessarily seem to be around there unless he feels that he wants to be there. Which is fair. He owns the place. So she'll just kind of send that out. Then she will also just mention to Us and Merrick, Rick, hey, I will be at Elysium. If any of you are there tonight, I will say hi. It's just like coming out of her cave.
Yeah, so just being like, hi guys, I'm still here.
Oh my god, I'm back! I had to do an energy cleanse.
I just had to hibernate for a couple weeks, but I'm back at it.
Sawing off a man's head really changes a girl.
Oh, I imagine it would, yeah. So, you dress up however you choose to dress up. It could be club wear, it could be however you want to be dressing, but you get dressed and you make your way to Elysium, and when you get there, it's not the it's very clearly like we're not letting just anybody in right now. We got kindred business and shit going on, so it's a bit more sparse than it normally would. It's not absolutely flooded with mortals hitting the dance floor or anything like that, but there's a fair amount of ghouls and help and that sort of thing, sort of just roaming around. And I'd say Pixie would see you walk in and sort of just walk over and give you a hug.
Oh, a whole hug? Wow.
A whole hug.
That's
a friendly
sweet.
hug.
You don't see that happening all the time now. That makes me feel so nice and warm and fuzzy, except I'm dead.
I would feel warm and fuzzy if I could.
Yes. Evane will just say, oh, it's good to see you. You look fabulous, as normal. Of course, you have to leave some for the rest of us, but that's not
Well,
really
it certainly looks
fair.
like you are putting in the work tonight, and you are looking spectacular, I must say.
Thank you, dear. Listen, I'm very used to how you show some of these others up. I try and dress to your level. Solidarity and people who look good all the time.
Well, I appreciate that. I would
And
say
then
no need for flattery, but I won't say no to it at all.
you are so fun. And it's like I think because they have gone through a traumatic experience together,
Uh-huh.
um, I feel like there's a moment where Evane leans in kind of and under her breath she's like, I have to admit, I am rather nervous though.
And she would say, I think that's a bit understandable given recent events, but there's been much more reinforced security. So hopefully we can avoid any nastiness like that, at least for the far foreseeable future.
That's true, that's true. And you know, that does make me feel a bit better. I was going to say about 80% of my anxiety is coming from the fact that you said that the prince would like to meet with me today. And I thought that this was going to be a slow easing back into society, but I guess not. We're going to run the gambit today.
Well, for what it's worth, despite her wardrobe choice, she seemed to be in a good mood, so I would not worry too much about it. It seemed like it was good news, as far as I could tell, as what she wanted to speak with you about.
When Pixie said wardrobe choice, like what kind of face did she make?
More like contemplative, I suppose. Not like not like ew or like anything like that. More just like I'm trying to see the vision, essentially.
Is that like normal? Does the prince typically wear
Normally
very
the
fashion forward ideas?
normally the I mean, yeah, I'd say normally she, I mean, like, as you know, she loves to just dress in white, and yeah, she sort of just like the sort of like pantsuit is like a mainstay of hers, so it could just be that she's switching it up. And Pixie's like, huh, wonder what that's about. But so
I feel like I want to walk in there. She's gonna be wearing like highlighter pink or something. I'm like worried now, and I'm gonna be expected to keep a straight face. All right. Well, did she mention that I should come as soon as I had arrived, or do we feel like she might need a moment?
I think it would be prudent to see her as soon as possible, but if you were to dilly-dally, I don't think it would be the end of the world. But at the same time, she's the prince, so maybe don't do that.
Okay, duly noted, duly noted. Okay, are all hairs in place?
Yes, you're looking fabulous.
All right, okay. Whew, got this. She walks to the elevator. And I dropped the dress in chat, just so that y'all know.
I would say I took a very brief look.
Love
it.
I guess the audience, Evane is wearing essentially a a full length, like tight mesh long sleeve dress that has hearts embroidered on it. And just kind of like a little bit of red underneath. And yeah, and like that's the look for today. It was very bold because you have to be bold in this world. They Otherwise, people.
Especially when the prince is a
Overboard.
toreador.
That's so true. I'm trying to show growth. We're showing growth. Hey, remember when I was timid the last time? I'm timid, but I look even better dressed this time. So that's improvement. And I go to the elevator.
All right, you take the elevator up to the main office. It seems as though it's been cleared out momentarily for the prince's use while she is in Elysium. And you head on up, the elevator doors open, and the prince is standing in front of sort of like the large glass windows overlooking down into the dance floor. And you notice, first off, she's not wearing white at all. She's wearing, I say she's wearing all black, and has a mourning veil on.
Oh my god, did her boyfriend break up with her? What the fuck? What is this? Oh, what am I walking into?
That
Hey!
would be appropriately dramatic, but
Or she's wearing black to mourn the execution of two princes.
the as the elevator door opens and says, "Ah, Yvain, please come in.
Thank you, my friends. And
You are
she-
looking stunning, radiant even."
Oh, thank you. I very much appreciate that. And it seems that I've found that all colors seem to be your color because you look absolutely wonderful as well.
Oh, well, thank you.
And she'll just kind of. You said she's like at the balcony?
Not so much the balcony, more just like the there's like large glass windows sort of behind the desk, and she's just like standing in front of it, looking out at the sort of like main area of the club.
Got it. Well, I will just kind of join her, I guess. And let her speak when she so chooses. I won't rush her.
And she sort of
dramatic.
Yeah, I was like, she sort of looks out for another moment longer, and says, "Not the sight I'm accustomed to, but what else can I do right now?"
Well, a quick question before I actually say something.
Mm-hmm.
Has any information in the meantime gone out that the Diablo Club is changing hands?
No. That yeah, I'd say there's been like no definitive word of that. I'd say there's rumors, as there always are.
I don't know who spread them. It had to be Tracy because Ephraim said anything.
She's a Toreador. What do you
She's a
expect?
Toreador, I know.
Yes, I was like, she is a Toreador, but also, she's also talking with people who aren't just you. So other people talk. People yap, and
yes, they do.
and word spreads.
Okay. So kind of nod then.
And she says, "Well, getting dour news out of the way first, since you were so involved with assisting my sheriff and his hounds."
She kind of paused there. My man? Your man?
My boothang. And I heard you were rather instrumental in providing evidence towards the plot your sire and his accomplices were involved in, so I thought it only right that I inform you of the results. I've been trying to keep people guessing and speculating. No formal proclamations as of yet, but I'm sure you have at least heard, even though you haven't been around yourself, that the Ventru and Malkavian Primogens have not been seen at Elysium in the past several weeks. Well,
She nods.
investigations had been underway, and I had not made my verdict until last night when I had them dragged before me, and I offered them a choice, essentially. One of them kills the other, and the remaining one is then exiled, or I have both of them killed right then and there.
I'm so curious to know what they chose.
Well, before Jasper even had a chance, Luna was, let's say, making that decision for the both of them, and quickly dispatched him in a rather brutal fashion. I quite frankly didn't think she had it in her.
Well, you have to admire her survival instincts.
Yes, I suppose you do. To which I then thanked her for taking out the trash, and if she could finish the job by removing herself from my sight.
Poetic. Classy. I think that makes sense.
Though,
Has she since fled the city?
yes, she left last night. And a bit of regrettable news, I have not heard from, and no one has seen, River in several weeks. So either she got ahead of things and left before something could have gotten to her, or she is no longer with us.
When I was over the past few weeks, when I was going through like phrase stuff and combing through things, did I see anything at all that mentioned her?
Make me a intelligence investigation roll to see if you had stumbled upon anything involving her.
Intelligence and investigation. Okay. Well, that's a pull of 3. Oh, it's 2 successes.
2 successes. You you sort of like had been combing through like all of Frey's records and transactions and things of that nature, and you had seen a couple transactions from Frey, like banking transactions between Frey and River, maybe 6 or so months back. I listed as sort of like contributions to her gala, essentially. But that's all you could really find. You didn't find anything more recent than that involving River among Frey's various things.
But I mean, if I found that, they probably only know that much then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then we'll start and say, well, perhaps she's off at a gala somewhere, her own, or perhaps she is giving up her own life. Who's to say?
Yes, a disparaging time, regardless. But that is the then, and we're in the now, so.
Mm-hmm. I do also think that there is like, I think she does well to manage it, but I do think that there is a moment, just a small moment of tensing that Vane does when she hears that Primogen Luna was exiled, so essentially allowed to live. Because it's just thinking like, I had to kill my sire. Really, all three of them equally should have died. But no saying that, and so it's fine. So I think she kind of tenses, and then like quickly just like says, "Nope, tamp it down. There's nothing to be done about that. Choose your battles, essentially."
Fair.
Well, I thank you for this information. It's good to know that the investigation, for the most part, went well. I was happy to be of assistance. Unfortunate that things turned out the way that they did. But and I think she's just kind of like looking out at the people now out there, because it's easier to look there than look at the prince anyways.
Yeah, that's fair.
And says, at some point I became rather fond of this city, and if those changes means that this place still stands as a bastion for those of us calling it home, then it's worth it. And I've made peace with that.
She sort of nods. And before all of this nasty business, I believe you and I had a conversation about your sire's ambitions and how you thought you could do better.
Oh yes, I remember. And I suppose and she kind of like I think she kind of like looks and shrugs and says, I suppose I was right, because
You're standing and he's not.
Ivane just literally before catching herself says, ain't that a bitch? She's like, excuse my language. And also, I think that potentially by my count, I would now have about half the support of the Primogen Council, technically.
I believe you are correct in that.
She doesn't do this gesture. I am. I'm like, it's true. Jasper can't say anything. Luna's gone. Goodbye. However, I think it would probably be best for it to go to a formal vote, and would be fine by me.
Very
Minds
well.
can change in the interim.
This is true. And but regardless, it does appear that there are vacancies on the council now. So I think it's only appropriate a formal vote is put into place. No, I think I think I'll hold off on filling the Ventru seat anytime soon. I think I've had enough of blue bloods for a while.
We all need a break from. We all need a break from something every now and again. Who could blame you? Surely not me.
Excellent. Then I will call a meeting and we'll put it to a vote, and I will get back to you on the results.
Right. Also, I would like to venture a question here. Do I have an idea of whether or not the prince would want to keep a cordial relationship with Ward 3 if possible?
I'd say to your knowledge with what you'd been hearing, you had not heard anything of it breaking down.
Mm-hmm.
So presumably in your time off, it seems Merrick's kind of been busting his ass to make sure that things are still good.
All right. She doesn't need to bring that up. I think it's probably pretty known at this point that she has worked with Merrick quite a bit. If anyone knows anything, it's the prince. So no need to spell it out. All right, and she says, "By your wisdom, my prince, I thank you for meeting with me tonight, and I hope you enjoy yourself."
Yes. Thank you. And then she sort of looks out at the dance floor and says, "I think there's someone else who will want to speak with you anyway."
Do I see what the fuck she's talking about?
Yeah, you sort of look out and you see Merrick walking in the front door.
Vane starts to go, and who would that be? Sees Merrick and says, it just kind of just subconsciously straightens her hair. It says, "Oh, let me see myself out. Have a good evening."
I'll say, and you hear the prince chuckle to herself as you walk to the elevator.
All right, I head back down.
All right, sounds good, and we will sort of transition out of that for a moment, and I think we'll go and check in with Scully.
Hello, that is me.
That is you.
Let's see, what is Scully doing right now? Well, I mean, What day is it? What day of the week?
We'll say it's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday night.
Thinking, how many hours has it been since waking? Do we think?
we can leave that up to you.
Okay. So I was gonna say that, like, Scully probably... is either at her ship or... Shift. Wow. Shift and, like, wrapping up or something along those lines. I think that since then, she's kind of been, like... I think that she's been showing up to work with her long hair. Since it's kind of a pain. But after she's wrapping up and after the next person is coming in, exchanging all that, she is going to go ahead and call up Florian.
All right, sounds good. Scully!
Florian? Hey.
What's up?
Free tonight?
Yeah. Just finishing something up, but then I'll be good to go right after that.
Do you want to go out? Do something?
Yeah. I'd like that.
All right.
No, did you have something in mind?
There's a couple of shows around town right now, so go check those out.
Sure, sounds good. Oh, I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, it's been... Thinking back to when they last went out, it's probably been like at least a month or two, right?
Yeah, probably something like that.
Actually, something along those lines. Probably closer to 2 months, if anything. But yeah, she's like, right, should I pick you up from somewhere?
No. You just tell me where to meet you, and I'll meet you there.
All right. Well, I'll see you in a bit. I'll text you.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And yeah, so I think that Scully... I think that Scully is probably, like, picked up on some kind of industrial show, honestly.
Stellar.
Yeah. This is because I picked up the Tron Ares soundtrack on CD from a shop the other day. I was thrilled. I haven't watched Tron Ares. I just like the OST.
Fair enough.
But, yeah. 9 Inch Nails, shout out.
Shout out 9 Inch Nails. My partner would love you for that.
But yeah, it's definitely like an smaller industrial thing because Scully only really goes to the local shows. But yeah, so
which is respectable.
Yeah, dude, concert tickets are too expensive.
Ain't that the truth?
You could go and get a $15 ticket and like walk into a kind of shitty bar and have a good time. So that's what Scully is kind of doing.
Sounds good. And I'm just coming with the people in the corner silently. But you sort of like finish up your shift, and maybe about like half an hour later, Florian meets up with you at the location you had mentioned.
Yeah. Locations that we are not going to say out loud because who even knows what's in this city, you know?
Don't come for us.
It's okay. It's somewhere. It's somewhere.
It's somewhere.
But yeah, so she'll wave to Florian.
That sounds good.
Pulling up.
All right, sounds good. And we'll say you guys are vibing at a show for a bit, and we'll get back to you shortly.
Yes.
And we're not going to Evane right away. We're going to Ephraim. Ephraim, you get we'll say this happens a bit earlier in the evening.
Okay.
Pre the prince's conversation with Evane. you get called to talk with the prince about that particular matter involving your ghoul.
Ooh, news does spread quickly.
It's been a couple weeks,
Okay.
so she's had time to contemplate.
Okay.
And so she summons you on up to your office, and
Please sit anywhere you want.
Yeah.
No, he's not that stupid.
and she says, "Ephraim, good of you to join me."
Of course, thank you.
So I've given some thought to your inquiry about your ghoul,
Yes.
but I wanted to ask you a few questions first.
course.
First and foremost, as a kindred, what do you think he will contribute to this court?
What could he contribute? Well, his sire would be me, so he would be brought up in all the standard ways of Camarilla. He's really struggling to answer. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not sure what he could contribute besides being a hell of a DJ and being a loyal servant for many years. I think he deserves it.
I see. From a diva to a lunatic, I feel this merely is almost more of an ego trip. You want to embrace him simply because he deserves it.
Yeah, that's about the long and short of it. There's plenty of people running around this city who are embraced as ego trips.
That's true, but that is also something that we're trying to actively deal with, and part of the reason why we had such a problem with hunters in the first place, if you recall, because we had so many spur-of-the-moment ego trips. So, unless you can think of something more concrete than he's just a hell of a DJ and because you want to, I'm afraid I can't greenlight your request unless you can sway me right here, right now.
Let's see. Can he manipulate a prince? Could I? And the player can't think of something clever to say at the moment, I'll be honest. But if I made a roll of performance and manipulation and try to come up with something that sounds sounds convincing, because I mean I'm about like he doesn't really want to give it up, but even he's smart enough to know he shouldn't push his luck, so I don't know. I'll leave it up to you. kind of like Call of Cthulhu. I'm like pushing my roll. So
Okay. Sure. I will allow you to make me a manipulation persuasion roll.
and his specialty won't apply. Hype up the crowd.
I was saying just an impassioned plea of please let me turn Jose into a vampire.
I really apologize. I can't think of something clever to say, so I'm just gonna see if the dice will do it. So. Three
Really?
successes.
3 successes. I say last session, do you want to burn a willpower to try and up that roll?
Sure. All right, so I get to roll 3 more dice.
You get to re-roll 3 dice, yes.
Okay. All right, so let's go back here. Two successes.
All right, 2 more successes. Okay, that is what I was looking for. And you see, you see Prince Wolf, sort of like, put her like, fingers up under her veil and just like presses them into her forehead, just like. If you believe, you can shape him into a respectable kindred, and then I will grant your request.
Let me see if I can sweeten the deal just slightly. Can I embrace him and then we leave the city?
Interesting that you would ask permission then and not just do it on the road.
I follow the Camarilla's rules.
I respect that. Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Though, if I may ask, why do you plan on leaving and where do you plan to go?
With all due respect, I've had enough of what's gone on here. And I want to take care of myself again first. And I'm planning to go to Chicago.
Chicago, beautiful city.
Not without its own problems, but...
Oh, heavens no. But, fair word of warning, just try to keep your head above water. Prince Jackson can be rather brutal.
I've heard.
But I can send him a letter and put in a good word for you.
That would be most gracious of you, my prince.
Of course. You take care of yourself.
As well you. And he will leave his own office. And,
All right, sounds good.
I'm going to say that was what he said to kind of sway the role.
Sounds good. Works for me.
The player didn't think of it till after he'd made the roll. So,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he will. He's got to think about when he wants to do this. He wants to. He's going to go talk to Jose.
Sounds good.
If he's around.
Of course he's around.
Okay. And go over to the DJ booth and pull him aside.
He's like, hey, what's up?
You still want that offer?
He sort of like thinks back and is like, what is he talking about? And is like, Oh, I've been thinking about it a lot, and I know you said to put like a lot of thought into it, but yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
It's contingent on you leaving with me to go to Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess.
So you got to give up everything, your family, everything.
I mean, most of my family's not really around anymore. Mom's like, in hospice, so, and not exactly all there anyway, and it kind of gets harder and harder to go and see her all the time. And as he's talking, you sort of have a realization. You have like no idea about Jose's personal life at all.
No, never asked. Never. It's all about what can you do for me. So, you want me to give you an hour?
Sure. Yeah. I guess. Let me take care of some things, and then we can.
Kind of just glances at his watch, kind of like, TikTok.
He doesn't run, but he sort of just like walks with purpose out of there.
Biggest choice of your life. You're going to die and become a vampire. So you got an hour. Let me know.
Yeah. You got an hour to figure your shit out.
Exactly. All right. And just turns around and goes back out to talking with other kindred. So.
Sounds good. We transition back to Evane.
I'm here. Hi.
Hi.
Oh. Hey, hi.
Hey, hi.
I'm loving this narrative that like Ephraim's just gonna fucking disappear without saying anything about
Not yet. He has business to take care of first.
Okay.
And then the Irish goodbye. So.
Yeah, it's not gonna say shit. It's gonna be like, hey, Ephraim, what are you up to? Wrong number.
Yeah, it's like this number has been disconnected.
They're like, buddy, that's crazy. All right. Yeah. So Vane came back downstairs, and she'll kind of see if she can spot Merrick.
You do indeed spot Merrick. It seems that Pixie sort of like walked up to greet him at the door, and like chat him up and all that sort of thing. And
she'll kind of just like walk through his line of sight from distance, and then give him a look.
And and you see he sort of like meets your gaze, and then he turns his attention back to Pixie and appears to make like some sort of excuse as he starts walking over in your direction. And you see like a shift of facial expressions from Pixie of being like, what was that about, to sort of like clocking him walking over to you, and her
Pixie.
and I was saying her just like smirking and then like cackling and walking away.
Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
I could say the same to you.
I know.
Okay.
I have been MIA for a bit, as have you.
Yes, we've both been rather busy, I'm sure.
That's true. And she just kind of put her hand, like link her hand through his arm.
Yeah.
And start walking with him. Say, yeah. And in fact, I was planning for tonight to be a slow reintroduction into society, like taking a scared shelter dog and reacquainting it with people.
How's that
But
going?
nope, I got told that the prince wanted to meet with me.
Just right in the deep end.
Right in the deep end. However, it went pretty well. Got to learn a little bit more about just things that are happening. I'll give you an update maybe when we're in a place where there's not as many nosy people. She kind of like just fixes somebody off in the distance with a look.
Yeah.
It was just like straining a little bit, like, oh, you came from upstairs. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Yeah, I was say just like some random person at Elysium just catching strays, just being like, "What did I do?"
Um,
Well, I'm sure
Yeah.
that can be arranged, and I'm sure you have other people to be chatting with in a more formal setting anyway, before the night's over.
perhaps. Well, you know what? When she said she was gonna put things to a formal vote, was that
Mhm.
like a in the future thing, or was she like, I'm gonna literally just put it to a formal vote and get back to you?
It was you got the sense that she wasn't going to do it right this second or anything.
Okay.
But that it was more of a like sending out being like, "Hey, we needed to have a Primogen council
Crazy
meeting."
idea.
Like
No.
it's like, "Hey, we need to have a meeting. There are matters we need to discuss," sort of situation.
Sure. Okay. Um, I'd say perhaps I should check on a few people probably, but I think I'll enjoy your presence for a bit before I brave those waters.
Well, I appreciate that. I always enjoy your company.
And I yours. And in fact, I didn't realize the prince had such a sense of humor. She's the one who pointed out that someone was here to potentially, or that there was someone here that I needed to meet with next, and that someone happened to be you. So that's rather funny, I suppose. She laughed as I walked out.
She laughed.
She laughed. It might have been because maybe I was a little bit excited. It's been a while.
It has.
How are you holding up?
Getting better, I suppose. It's an adjustment, but I've been worse.
Well, I don't love hearing that, but in some ways, I suppose that can be seen as a good thing. Do you at
I
least
think
have help?
it's been a lot of reassuring people and making sure everyone is on board and on the same page of things, and ensuring that the current status quo isn't changing. Things of that nature. I can see the point in which I will be good. For the moment, I'm just not bad.
I think that's fine. And you know, you can always let me know if there's something I can assist you with. Do my best. Have a way with things.
I appreciate that.
I suppose I should be. Well, actually, should I be referring to you by. You're taking over, correct?
I have taken over, yes.
Bittersweet, I know, however. I'll say I'll look forward to maintaining an amiable relationship and being of help when I can to you. She's like, should I call him Baron? No, it's too soon, probably. She almost did and was like, oh, it might be too soon. It might be too soon. You killed your mentor. Anyways, it's fine.
It's like you killed the guy that you looked up to and then ate his soul, so.
And it ate his soul. In there, in your belly, just rolling around. Absorbed into your very skin. Yeah. Maybe not appropriate. Yeah, maybe not appropriate for
Killed me.
congratulations, but for what it's worth.
Thank you.
And I think you'll be more than fine.
I'm
You're
certainly
smart.
going to do my best.
Well, even I don't know if I've ever seen you not doing your best, but if I have, you've been performing with excellence every time I've seen you. So, you're more than capable. Okay. I think that like while they're kind of, I guess I'm just picturing them walking like
Mhm.
through the room. I'm going to just see if I can maybe like spot anybody that I know like in the group of people.
Sure.
Probably looking to see if like either Felicia came today. I would
Mhm.
look for Ephraim because I told Ephraim and Scully that I was gonna be going out. And
Mhm.
I had checked on them, but I'm assuming it's been pretty like quiet or just like one word replies. So
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'd
and
say
that, you
I'd
know
say
what? That's fine.
yeah, I'd say it's been probably pretty radio silent from all of you, I imagine.
Yeah. But I'll just see if I see like Ephraim, Hassan, Felicia. Is there anybody else that I would need to check for?
I would say make me a wits awareness roll.
Okay. I have one success.
One success. Okay, then in that case,
Look at that Merrick's bald head.
you're like, I could get lost in those eyes. Oh, what was I doing?
Or the shine of that head. No, sorry.
Yeah, or the shine of the head. And I'd say, so looking around, I guess important question for Ephraim, would Ephraim still be lingering around at this time when Yvain is here?
Suppose he should talk to her.
Listen.
That's up to him. That's up to
It's
him.
up to him.
Oh, then he's gone, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Did his business and left. Sorry.
So then in that
I'm just playing Ephraim's.
yeah, so then in that case, I would say you do not see Felicia, but you do see Hassan and Rick.
Okay. All right. When are they currently talking to anyone, or are they just doing their little post-up thing?
It looks like they're, you know, Hassan's like always doing his post-up thing. He is not a social butterfly. But it appears that him and Rick are sort of just vibing.
Best friends right there.
Yeah.
Just two bros.
5 feet apart.
Be the fire chilling in a hot tub because they're not gay. Could be a little gay. As
maybe a
treat,
tiny,
right?
maybe the tiniest bit.
Listen, boys just want to have fun.
Actually, I will say, you see, you see Hassan and Rick, but next to Rick, you see a woman that you don't recognize.
Oh. That Vane doesn't recognize.
Yes, that Yvain doesn't recognize. She appears to be a indigenous woman with sort of like long black hair and sort of like large circular earrings, and she's wearing sort of like a black shirt and denim jacket.
So, Mitch. Okay, sorry. That's the Tiara loves her. Evane's gonna just kind of say, "Oh, well, there's Hassan and Rick, and who is that? Don't you think that? Looks like, are they dating? Do you see that? Do you see what I'm seeing?"
and Merrick sort of like looks over at them and says,
"There's a closeness."
That's it. That there is a closeness, but it's also like an ambiguous closeness.
Can I? How would I even read that? I would like to roll a relationship scryer. It's like, I've already encountered many of the scariest things I ever thought that I would encounter. So honestly, I'm feeling quite confident to go up and just simply ask who that is. And perhaps I shall bring back some gossip.
And he says, well, you have fun with that. I suppose I should make a couple rounds myself anyway.
And she gives Merrick a quick squeeze. I don't really know if it's appropriate for them to kiss in Elysium, technically, because he is still an anarch.
Be like, scandal. Be like, it's like we all know what's happening, but scandal.
Right. So
Pixie will let everybody know. So.
Yeah,
I was say Pixie's over in the corner with like a Polaroid, just like
crazy. Puts them in the newsletter that goes out bi-weekly. Days of our unlive. I think Yvain instead will kind of put a hand to Merrick's cheek, thumb on his lips, kind of press slightly, and then bring it back to her own, kiss her thumb, and then smile and wave, walk off.
And he gives you a look of like, do you know how I get when you do that? And then he walks away.
I said I'm leaving before anything can happen. Hey, keep PG-13. So for the next 10 minutes only.
I'm sorry, Pluto's comments kill me.
Yeah, and she'll just head over in the direction of Rick Hassan and the mysterious partner that happens to be here. I keep wanting to say compatriot, and so partner was the next one that came out because I was like, don't sound like a freak. But compatriot.
Don't sound like a freak.
Sometimes I sound like I stepped out of like, I don't know, some 17 or 1800s literature. I don't know why compatriot is stuck in my head. Anyways, carry on, soldier. That's what Yvain will go do next. If you want.
Alright, you head on over, and you see I'd say Rick notices you walking up first and says, "There she is."
What Rick sees is Yvain smile warmly at him, smile warmly at Hassan, clearly look at the woman next to Rick, and then chest shot, like wide grin, starts tugging. And she's looking at Rick like, yeah, you're gonna have to explain that. I want to know everything. It's very clear she's not trying to hide it.
Yeah, and you see this woman sort of like look you up and down as you approach, and it doesn't say anything at first. She sort of like lets Rick do the talking and says, this is Sylvia, my..." And as he sort of like pauses, she sort of like
one of those York.
I say she sort of like gives him a look of like, "Go on," and says, "My partner."
Okay. Oh, good. I was hoping it was what I thought it was, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to jump in. You were going to tell me one way or another because I was going to get it out of you. It's so lovely to meet you. You are absolutely gorgeous. I love your style.
Thank you. I love your dress.
Thank you. Rick, you should have told me that you had a gorgeous partner who would... Honestly, she's kind of eyeing Sylvia just like, I feel like she would look really, really nice in some of the clothing from the brand that's launching. By any chance, would you be interested in a few sample pieces?
And sort of like being like, I've talked about her before, and Sylvia sort of like says, "What pieces are those?"
Evane immediately whips out her like work tablet, and she's like scrolling. She pulls up and she starts showing her some of the sample pieces that will be launching in about 2 months.
I mean, these are really nice. I don't know if they're my vibe, but I do know someone who I think would really love these.
Well, if you would be willing to introduce me to them, I'm always happy to find other people who are inclined towards my brand.
Sure. I think that can probably be arranged. She runs a club in Chicago, so.
Oh. What club?
It's called Neurotica.
Can I roll to see if I've heard the name of that club since I was originally from Chicago?
You may indeed make me a intelligence streetwise roll.
I will. What do I have in that? All right, I'm gonna blood search because this is important to me.
This is important to me, Tiara.
This is important to me, Tiara. I'm gonna blood search. One of them is cocked. Do we reroll cocked die?
Yes, I will allow it.
Okay. Well, it's cocked between 9 and 1.
Okay, well then yeah, reroll that one.
Okay, it's a 7. So that is 3 successes.
3 successes. Yeah, I would say yeah, the name would ring a bell to you for sure. That pun was not intentional, but yeah, it would sound familiar. You're like, it's the club that opened not quite 10 years ago, but probably getting close to it at this point. And
probably heard Frey Bat mouthing it, honestly.
Oh, for sure. He's like so fucking tacky. But yeah,
look bad on him.
I was like, yeah, you've heard it, like it was a pretty popular sort of like underground sort of place when it first opened, but in the past recent years, you've actually heard that it's started like gaining popularity to the point where it's even in talks of going international.
Delightful. Okay. I think then Yvain kind of nods and says, you know what? I have heard of that club. My sire used to mention it quite often, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and jealousy.
Oh, so he's an asshole.
Well, he's also dead, so
Even better.
she kind of. But yes, I would love if we could maybe connect. I think, if I remember correctly, I mean, she probably saw her in passing a few times then at Elysium in Chicago. It was like, holy shit. Who is this person that's wearing a stuff?
Who is that girl?
On 15 out of 10 all the time. No record wicked.
Yeah.
And
Just like,
so
Jesus, do you spend 3 hours getting ready every night?
yes, because this isn't a game to Belle. It's just like, and I do think that I can imagine quite a few things that might maybe pique her interest. And I think she just kind of starts quickly scrolling through and selecting certain things, and then shows them to Sylvia and say,
Yep, and she's just
PR
and she's I was saying she's just like, yes. No, not quite. Yes, absolutely yes.
okay. And she'll just take some notes down, and she'll say, we'll connect, or I'll get some information through Rick, and I can have a PR package sent out to her from the brand, probably near here in the next few days.
Sounds good. I'm
Be a
sure
nice
she
surprise.
would. I'm sure she would really like that. She's certainly not expecting anything like that at all.
Oh, that's
She
really
thought this was just a little vacay, I guess.
Ah. So then, Rick, do you also happen to know the club owner of Neurotica?
Yes, I do. She helped me
Wait a
out.
second.
What?
This is the group you were talking about.
Yes.
Me, back to season 1, the car ride, right? Oh, that's lovely to know. I'm glad that you all had each other. Rick's mentioned that he had a good group of kindred helping him in a really rough period. So it's actually it's a pleasure to meet you. Rick has also been a great help to us here in Grand Rapids.
I'm glad to hear that on both accounts.
She said, "Oh, 1 second, you two. Sorry, I can't hold off on this any longer." And she then like turns to Haas, and she did. Obviously, she smiled at all of them when she came up, but then it was like, oh, business. Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, and basically, like, as soon as you sort of like turn your attention out of the corner of your eye, you see, you see Sylvia sort of like tug Rick away.
And she says, "Hello, stranger. How have you been?"
I've been all right, and he was just smoking a cigarette, as he is often doing. Inside.
I kind of forgot that, but is it a real cigarette?
It's a real cigarette.
He says, and I just do this for fun.
Camels specifically, if you were curious.
It's really wild because just from my knowledge, would a kindred have to essentially no, they can just smoke a cigarette and that's fine?
Yeah.
Without being freaked out that they're lighting something in their mouth on fire?
I'd say it's There are people who would. I would say there are people who would argue with you. Yes, I think such a small, tiny thing would be stupid, especially if they're not making contact with their skin.
Yeah, that's very fair. Plus, I don't know that we go necessarily like paper. That's very fair. Okay. Still, I do think that that's probably pretty wild to some people. Like, this man's just smoking a cigarette.
Mm-hmm. Just like, it's just like, well, we still do that? That's crazy.
I don't know anything about cigarettes. Are Camels supposed to be good, bad?
I would say
mediocre,
it's,
middle of the
I
road?
mean, it's, it's a matter of preference. On a meta level, he does it because it's like a Middle Eastern brand. So
Okay. Looks into thinking, import different Middle Eastern brand that is a different, import like a different Middle Eastern brand of cigarettes as a gift for Hassan at some point. Do that. Just like, how goes all of the extra work that I've passed your way?
over,
No.
finally, thankfully. No offense.
Well, listen, you can't get past paperwork. Eventually, it has to get done. And something told me that Sheriff McCoy wasn't gonna do 90% of it. So, I mean, he was, she just.
Yes. I would say that it would have been thrown Marcus's way, but then I feel like most of it would just be lit on fire after he got frustrated.
So wild.
So Rick and I did most of it. Admittedly, Rick did most of it.
You didn't push most of it off on Rick, did you really?
Maybe.
Austin. That's abusing your seniority status.
Well, it has to come in handy sometimes.
I suppose that's fair. He'll live. But it's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
It's very interesting to see everyone out and about and essentially acting as if nothing has happened over the past couple of months. Got some great actors.
Comes with the territory, I suppose.
I've been wanting to say something, and I felt like it would be better said in person. And I know I've been kind of recuperating these past few weeks, and you've been busy. But you brought me, I guess, back to myself. I'm still kind of working through everything that happened, but thank you. I can't even really remember if I properly thanked you, so I just wanted to make sure I took the time to do it now.
I don't think that's necessary, but I appreciate it anyway.
Just kind of moves over to stand next to him, and just kind of leans into him a little bit to people watch and say, "So then, what are you doing for fun this evening other than having a moment over here?" And well, yeah. She's kind of looking at the crowd. Is the general vibe of Kindred who kind of move through Hassan's territory. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
That they get nervous because they're like, oh shit, there's the scourge. And he just quietly stands in a corner.
People tend to give him a wide berth for the most part because be like A, Scourge, so already scary position, scary guy. B, oldest kindred in the city. Extra levels of scary.
It says, I think there are. It's been a while since I've seen this site. Really intimidated by you. I can't imagine why you're positively sweet as sugar.
And he sort of just looks at you.
I mean, Vane's just kind of smiling.
I think that's the first time anyone's described me as that.
And I'm only being slightly tongue-in-cheek. You are rather sweet. It might not be in the stereotypical way people talk about, but you have a way about you.
I have my moments, I suppose.
You do have your moments, many of them. Many of which I like a lot. Well, I did also get a chance to meet with Prince Wolf tonight. She's like, I can actually kind of talk now because everybody just stays away from this area.
Yeah.
I had a chance to speak with Prince Wolf. She, I guess, tied the bow on a few loose ends. I'm sure you can imagine I'm a little... She just kind of makes like a slight face for a moment. She just mutters Luna under her breath. She's like, but you have to pick and choose your battles.
Yes, I was witness to that along with the sheriff and the hounds. Just in case things got messy.
I suppose she will go on to try again elsewhere. But I suppose that doesn't concern any of us currently in these nights.
Not for now, anyway. Hopefully not ever, but given the chance, we live a long time, so...
So who's to say? Well, I did get permission to start gutting that club. So now that you've got maybe a little teensy little bit more free time, if you find that you want to relieve some stress by knocking down some walls with me, I'm essentially going to be making Frey's Club into a temporary, what do they call those? Rage room?
Interesting.
In terms of just knocking everything down, it's going to be completely gutted, and I will renovate it to be of use to me some other way. Still have to figure out what to do with the basement. Honestly, the basement is actually pretty creepy. And it also feels like it has a little bit of bad energy, I suppose.
It certainly doesn't have good energy.
Yes. It's like I committed patricide in the basement of that club, in a way. But I'm sure in a few months' time, these things will kind of fade to the background. I'm sure something else will also come up. It's weird. Normally, things kind of continue unchanging a little bit with fluctuations here and there, but hopefully this is just an outlier. But it does seem like everywhere you look or hear, things keep happening.
Yes. Here's to hoping that it calms down a bit. Luckily, it seems that all the things that were happening were correlated in some way, so hopefully that's the end of it for the near future.
Yes, rest sounds nice. Rest sounds very nice. Okay, I think that she just kind of hangs out with Hassan then for a bit for the rest of that
Mm-hmm.
night, and then probably reconnect with Merrick a little bit later
Sounds
before
good.
heading out.
All right, and we will pick up with that after we check back in with some other folks. Now, first off, so we've left her waiting. Scully, we're gonna hop back to you.
Hello. Hi, that's me.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Florian and Scully, they're probably just having a good time. They're, they're listening to music.
Oh yeah.
Moshing and all of that.
Yeah.
Might go and get a band t-shirt since they did it last time.
Stellar.
But yeah, just like spending a couple hours there, and then honestly, we keep on mentioning Waffle House. It keeps on being mentioned, and now I'm like, Waffle House. We haven't been to a Waffle House in this season, or the last two seasons, at least.
Well, that is true.
It's true. It would be like The Sopranos, like the last scene is they're all in the Waffle House.
Yeah, they're all in the Waffle House. Or at the end of Avengers, where all the no, but instead they're in a Waffle House.
There you go.
Yeah,
Not eating anything.
Yeah, just being there.
Just being there. A bored waitress standing there like, oh my god, are they ever gonna leave?
Yeah. So, you guys get out of the show. You have a great time. Both of you get band t-shirts. And as you guys are heading out, you sort of like sneak off to the side, and Florian's like, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was. Me, Pluto in real life is stretching while I say this, so I'm like,
It's all good.
Yeah, so I know that there's probably a couple of other shows I can keep an ear out. Can see if there's anything else interesting coming up.
Yeah, sure. I guess two things.
Two things, yep.
Two things. Both different, but okay, we'll say they're different. First thing, I know, Zafir has been like showing you some of our, little, skill set. Yeah. And he seems to like take a liking to you, and seems like he appreciates that you like catch on quick, He likes that a lot. And so I guess I was kind of curious if, if you're not like super set on the whole Anarch thing, if maybe you wanted to like, I don't know, come our way more long term.
So it kind of just like pauses and looks at him and like thinks this just for like a second, and it's like, I'll have to talk with Merrick, but I mean, I was already kind of considering moving to the outskirts after everything that happened.
Oh, sick.
So,
Okay. I mean, not.
yeah.
I mean, not, but you know what I mean.
It's pretty sick. I think I would prefer to not get wrapped up into whatever power struggle bullshit happened this time.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I get that. And second thing, you see he sort of like pauses and sort of like paces a bit, like trying to like figure out what he's trying to say. And he says, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. I kinda, sorta, really like you a lot. And I don't know what to do with that. Because I like when we, hang out and stuff, but yeah, you're just really cool,
What?
Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
No, how does Blush of Life work? Can I still blush without this? Yeah, I gotta be Blush of Life. This is hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, make me a rouse check for Blush of Life retroactively.
That is a 5. So, wow, get so embarrassed you get hungrier. God bless.
Yeah.
Schooling is fucking red. I mean, it's not like this is unexpected. It's sorry, not that feels also rude. That
What? I was that obvious about it.
A little, yeah.
Oh my god. I'm gonna die a second time.
Maybe don't do that. Yeah, I mean, I like being around you too.
Well, that's good to hear.
So that's not really a yeah, I like you as well. Sorry, this is fucking yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Just gonna have her face in her hands like fuck. Dirty, by the way. Get.
I don't know where I was. I don't know where to go from here.
We could go back to one of ours.
Oh, yeah, okay. Do you have a preference?
I guess whichever's nearer.
I think that'd be you.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Sounds good. And the two of you make your way to your haven.
And yeah, peace. That is a crazy way to word that. Knock
fangs. That's fucking crazy.
Realistically, they're probably watching something together.
Probably.
Yeah.
Watching National Geographic. Or
It's
not
always
watch,
National
watching the
Geographic.
I would say watching the watching Animal Planet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think also while they're while they're like there, I think Scully was just gonna say, so I mean the whole joining up with your group kind of thing. What's the situation with that? The way that this is worded makes it sound like I'm like moving in with you. Sorry.
I mean, it was. I guess it was more just like a just a general relocating thing. Just since we're outside the city proper, so that way we're not interfering with any of the, political bullshit. Because also, I guess like our clan, still feels weird calling it that, but I guess that's kind of what it is. Has a deal with the Camarilla where we don't directly get involved in each other's business. But I guess it'd just be more of what you're already doing, I guess. Just but I guess being more like involved in the inner workings and all that. All things considered, there aren't a ton of us here. I think there's like less than 10. So not a ton, all things considered. And I suppose if you wanted to stay in your current haven, then that's totally fine. Or we could work on finding you another place out closer to where we are.
Preferably not a morgue.
And I don't sleep in a morgue.
I know. I'm joking. It's fine.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Scully kind of looks around at her place. Just yeah, I'll figure out how all that will work, and I was already. Again, it works out. I was already looking at places. So I guess... Depending on... Yeah. If you wouldn't mind me crashing on your couch for a bit or something like that.
No, of course. Of course not. I mean, I can, if you want, I can take the couch and you can have the bed. That's fine.
No, it's okay. Either or. I don't know why I'm acting like this. It sounds like I've never dated anybody before.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah. They're watching National Geographic.
I would say they're watching fucking National Geographic, and he just slowly puts his hand on top of your hand.
I think Scully's just gonna like put her arm around him and drag him in.
Nice.
Right. That's okay. Sorry again. It's been a second.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He's a virgin.
Crazy.
Oh, wow, shots fired at my boy Florian.
Crazy. But yeah, I mean, they could get comfortable, and Scully is just kind of like, I'm glad I'm still around and that you also didn't get hurt that night. That's all.
Yeah, I'm glad you're still here too.
Yeah. Let's see what the hell these elephants are doing.
Yeah, and then they're like, next up, shoe bills, and they got the fucking shoe bills again. And we transition out.
Yeah.
We transition out, and they just have a nice time watching Animal Planet. And
Shout out.
Shout out Animal Planet. Shaped my childhood. We will transition over to Ephraim meeting up with Jose.
Okay.
And
Been an hour. So.
yeah, been an hour. And he says, okay, I'm good to go.
You sure? There's no going back.
That's been made pretty clear. Yeah.
Anybody you gotta call? Anybody you gotta go see during the day?
Anything I needed to do, I've already done.
All right. What's a special place for you?
I would say the club, but that's kind of in use at the moment.
Nah, this is just where you work. Who are you? We've never established Jose's last name or anything, so he's just always been Jose.
He's just Jose.
I'll let you stat him out later if you need to.
You never asked. Yeah, I would say you never asked, so we never said.
Exactly, he never cared, but tonight for some reason he cares. So who knows?
I guess there's this spot by the river that I like to go to sometimes.
You don't live in a van down by the river or anything, do you?
No.
Okay. He's just kidding. All right. Problem is Jose's still working. He's still so he will wait till whenever the club is closed or whatever.
Yeah, so we can flash forward.
Exactly.
For those purposes.
He's on the clock. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's like he's got to finish his set.
And embraced while you're on the clock. No. Okay, yeah, he
will. Just be like, oh shit, DJ down.
Exactly. Yeah, so he'll take him down by the river, find the spot. He's like, so what makes this place special to you?
I don't know. Just like listening to the sounds of the city, like watching the boats occasionally go by. I don't know, it's just peaceful here, you know? I'm used to the synth waves and the bass and all that, but I know it's just like ambient out here, you know?
You know of my clan.
Oh, generally, yeah.
There's madness in it. Inescapable madness.
really selling it to me right here.
I'm giving you a chance to walk away.
I mean, I said I'm in.
You want to see one more sunrise?
I think I'm okay.
All right. You will move over to him. He's going to grab him. He's going to say, "This is going to hurt like hell."
I
And
bet.
bite down on his neck.
You bite down on his neck, and you just drain him dry.
Yep.
That means you now have hunger 0.
Yep. And when he feels that little flutter that the heart's about to give out, so he's going to bite into his wrist.
Yeah. Give him some of your blood.
Yes. Yeah.
And he the blood drips into his mouth, and he immediately gasps and goes and bites into your wrist.
You're gonna like grab him by the back of the hair. He's like, "Not too much."
Yeah, and he drinks just enough to increase you by back to 1 hunger, and then he sort of peels off.
Okay. Welcome to the other side.
And do me a favor and roll me a d10.
Of course. I gotta sign back in. Could you roll it, please?
Yes, I can.
Foundry punked out on me.
All right. Okay. Sounds good. Because we had a 50-50 chance of him being embraced into Clan Malkavian or him being a thin blood, and he was embraced into Clan Malkavian.
Or him. So. All right. How do you feel?
Different, but the same too. It's like everything's more.
Oh, it's intense. It's like the greatest drugs you ever took times 10. But the blood I gave you to keep you alive, keep you strong, now you're going to take others' blood. I'm going to teach you how to hunt.
Okay.
But there's laws, there's rules that we keep. And this is where we do the montage about him.
Yeah.
Telling him all that. So while he's going like, okay, I get it, Dad. I'm hungry. So, so he's like, so what do you feel like? What are you hungry for?
I don't know.
You might end up having a particular style or flavor you like. Anyone, and now it's late, obviously.
Yeah.
By the lake, I don't assume a lot of people were out. They're gonna go out and they're gonna start walking around, see who they can find.
All right.
And it is just about up. Let me. Foundry's just about done. So.
Yeah, and we'll say you find someone sort of just like walking alongside the river.
Okay.
Just along the sidewalk.
Okay. I'll bring them in for you.
Sounds good.
and he will just kind of start walking up to them and going, "Hey, excuse me.
Yeah. They look at you suspiciously.
Oh, hey, no, sorry, not a crazy person, not a psycho or anything."
That's a good sign when people say that.
And he stops smiling. He says, "I need you to come over here," and he is going to use compel.
All right, unsuspecting mortal works immediately.
Okay, just have them come over.
Heads on over.
And it's going to pull up their shirt, jacket, whatever they've got on.
Yep.
And he's going to show it to Jose, and he's like, "And just like you've fed from me, and you're going to feed from them. But don't take it all. Just enough to just, you feel that edge in you, you feel that monster just starting to come out a little bit. You'll know it."
Oh, okay. And he sort of like holds the person's arm.
And he's like,
and
"Bite down, do it."
And you sort of like almost instinctually, you see him open his mouth and his fangs come out, and he just sinks his teeth down into this person's arm.
Aw, baby's first feeding.
And it appears for a moment that he might struggle to sort of like pull himself back, but
he's kind of watching the person.
But he manages to sort of pull
He's
back.
Gonna like almost like pull him off the person.
Yeah.
Now you need to hide what you did. Lick the wound.
Okay. And
Believe
he goes and licks it and just closes up, and he's like, "Okay, well that's fucking weird." And he's like, and then he sort of like looks at the person who's like in this, like ecstasy like state, and looks back to you. He's like, "Is there like any way?" And then he sort of like turns back to them. He's like, "Is there any way we can make them forget about it?"
You mean like this?
I was like, well, as he says that, he subconsciously uses cloud memory on this person.
We're gonna like put them over by some bushes or something like that. We're gonna just let them lay there. And he's just gonna put an arm around him, and he's like, "You did good. You did good. You're my son now."
Okay, that's a bit weird, but okay.
It is a weird relationship. We're not equals. You're my son.
Oh, okay. So what now, Dad?
I don't know. Night's still early. But then we got to make plans from where you're going to sleep during the day.
Okay, and
You can come to my place.
Okay, sounds good.
And then I'll make some plans to leave.
Yeah. Okay. That was my next question. So, sounds good.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thanks.
And before they leave town, they will go visit the prince.
Okay.
So we can officially announce him. So we don't have to role play all that out.
Yeah, I was say before you like leave the city proper, they'll do the whole song and dance about all that, and be like, "All right, he is officially one of us. Also, these two are leaving. So, bye."
I was thinking about maybe gifting one of the E's to him as a ghoul, but we don't have to go into all that. So,
beautiful. Except also horrifying.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, he's an awful person. So.
All right, so we transition out of that, and we will before we just wrap up for this evening. Do one last check-in with Evane as her and Merrick are leaving Elysium.
Oh, okay. It's like the only thing that I can think of is that she just would be waiting to hear the results of what's happening. So other than that, she's just kind of, I mean, what else is there to say? Kind of feel like I touched base on those things. I honest to God don't have anything
Yeah.
else
That's
in
fair.
terms of like you know what I mean, like pressing things that need to be said. I think if anything, they might just kind of end up like leaving together later. And just kind of just maybe I think maybe Evane's just like, why don't we just like take a long way back, or I mean, if things have cooled down enough, I can always come over to your place. So maybe she goes to Merrick's place.
I was like, I think he would love that.
She'll go to Merrick's place. Yeah. Raid his closet. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I really do think that's it. I don't think she has anything else. Oh, I didn't talk to Felicia. That was literally the only thing I didn't do.
Yeah, I was like, well, you didn't even see Felicia there, so.
Yeah, so I think all she does is just send a message to Felicia saying,
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah. Just like, you know, like Friday, 9:30 p.m. wine at blah 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 or something like that.
Right. And she says, sounds divine.
Okay. Yeah. Then that's what she does.
All right, sounds good. And as this comes to a close, then I'm going to give each of you the chance to tell me exactly where your characters end up and what they do in the foreseeable future. Full narrative control, starting with Ephraim.
I would say they probably left at most about 3 nights later. They take 2 cars. It's not that long a drive, so they can do it in one night. He's secured a place for them to stay, a temporary place for them to stay. He knows a little bit about the situation in Chicago. He realizes he's now brand new, starting over, but is probably looking into who runs the nightclubs. Because I think there's a succubus club there, if I remember right.
There is indeed.
Succubus club, and then probably plenty of other vampire clubs. And he just wants to first kind of introduce himself and just, slightly putting his ego to the side, because he went from being the big fish in the small pond, so now he's going to the huge pond. But yeah, is going to get him and Jose established, and he will send a message to Evane and just says, if you're in Chicago sometime, look me up.
More than I was expecting from him.
Yeah.
Evane just sends you got it, smiley face. And that's it.
Yeah. So
short and simple, sweet.
yeah. So
all right, sounds good. Then next up, Evane.
I feel like I need more time to think than that. Oh,
Okay, we can skip past you for the moment then.
Sorry, Scully.
Yeah, I'll say, throw Scully under the bus.
Oh boy. Wow, throwing me under the bus, how cruel and mean. Okay, so Scully goes ahead and like talks to Merrick about like moving out of Ward 3 territory, essentially going to be kind of a neutral party.
Mhm.
And I think that she spends her time, I mean, I'm not sure exactly where the vet place is, but that's still her main mode of getting money. So still working there, but otherwise helping out Zephyr with rituals and stuff. And also, I mean, her and Florian are dating. They're
Love that for them.
yeah, love that for them. But yeah, I think that she's generally trying to kind of avoid the wards entirely, and I mean, she's going to keep in contact with Yvain as well. So, yeah, you know, Megan, they like chat every now and then. Maybe actually give you a phone number instead of just a pager. Because I think Scully didn't respond to the page because she got the pager for.
Yvain's was like, do you want to be invited to a Discord server?
I can't believe Scully needs to make a Discord account. But yeah, so yeah, Scully's kind of going about, and I think that she starts focusing in more on the ritual thing. As for whether or not she's gonna say that she's a caitiff or anything, crazy. We'll see about that.
Fair
We'll
enough.
see what the ramifications of that, but that's like up to whatever. For now, she's honestly having a very peaceful unlife. Good for her.
Love that for her. She got living her life, got roped into a bunch of chaos, and is like, I'm going back to
what I was doing, but now I have more connections to figure out more of the vampire thing, without like whatever the hell it was happening in Ward 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, still on good terms with Merrick and Devane though. So
for sure. All right, then Yvain, you're up.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Can I hit all of these thoughts in a good manner? I think that in probably over like the next month or two, more discussion kind of is generated in terms of like, oh, the council has been meeting to discuss something, because I imagine that like one meeting is not maybe enough for them, because you gotta weigh like the good that was done, but also like real fucked up shit happened. But I do think that it's just kind of like I think it's more of like a, if Yvain joins the council, I think it's less about someone from clan ministry being allowed to join the council, and more like we need to have things in place to address like essentially betrayal at the highest level of governance that the Camarilla has in this region. That sort of thing. So I think it's kind of like there's the bureaucracy and red tape of that kind of policy and of sorts going forward. I do think that Yvain joins the council. I like to think that Felicia puts in a good word for her, and I actually kind of like to think that Primogen Lincoln might not specifically be like, that's my bitch, but might be like, you know what, you did one of mine a solid, then you also fed me information, and then you also got rid of someone that I fucking didn't like anyways. And then you got rid of 2 other people that I didn't fuck with. So like, you know,
Yeah, fair.
cool, and I can respect that. Um, so I do think that that happens, and then Yvain kind of just is discussing her thoughts with Felicia about essentially wanting to see if with the dissolution of Ward 2, if those who are looking for structure after being jaded by the Anarch system can't be turned into loyal Camarilla followers with that whole nastiness that happened. And I think it's kind of a little bit of like a oh, I didn't know you had that in you. But Yvain's been thinking about that, trying to pick up those who kind of were blindsided by everything that happened and who do not want anything to do with like having to choose between like Ward 1 and 2. I'm sorry, Ward 1 and 3.
Yeah.
And aren't really sure because being on their own might be a little too dangerous considering hunter activity and all the other shit going on. So I do think that there
Also,
is
if we act up, the Scourge might kill us.
Yeah. So I actually think that Yvain reaches out to ministry that might have kind of fallen through the cracks with that and were blindsided by Walker's kind of, I guess, betrayal in a sense. People who maybe are a little bit more in line with like her line of thinking, I suppose. Where it's not just like, who can I fuck over next to get the thing that I want all the time? People who are a little bit tired of that. You know what I mean? Because I think that she's in the mindset now that like, just because people say that like certain people always act a certain way, I have met many vampires these nights and they don't always act the way that you expect them to. They do some wildly different stuff. And so she's hoping maybe she can get some maybe good, at least decent people out of this. And then reaching out to potential contacts that she might have in Chicago to see if any would be interested in being introduced to the prince and whatnot to see if they can gain entrance to the city. Other than that, she also submits a formal petition. I don't even know if she has to do that. She submits a formal petition to essentially make Marcus her lackey. He said he wants to not work for the sheriff anymore, but he didn't say he didn't want to work. She could put him to work.
Damn.
So, hey, you won't be put in a shadow realm, but also the sheriff already knows she doesn't fucking like Marcus. So she's not just gonna be like, oh, you can get away with whatever. She's like, I need some assistance with essentially cleaning up all of the shit that Frey was doing over in this district at his club, and I could make use of Marcus. And if you do not currently have another use for him, I would ask that he be lent to me instead to work under me. I would love to put Marcus to work. I don't think anyone understands just how much I would love to put Marcus to work. And I think that's very convincing for a lot of people. It's like,
fair enough.
I don't outwardly hate a lot of people. I would love to put Marcus to work. So
as it should be.
Yeah. So she does do that, and I think that Marcus ends up finding out that I think he shows up. He shows up at where do they meet again? Was it the diocese where they all meet?
Yes.
I think Marcus shows up there one night, and Rick is like, "What are you doing here? You don't work here anymore." And he's like, "What?" and that's his memo that he's been fired. It's like, "Oh yeah, you didn't know like your transfer of your essentially, I suppose you could say your sentence has been commuted to Evane." At which, like, that same evening, he receives a message just saying, "You don't have to worry about meeting with me tonight to go over what you'll be doing next, but I will see you bright and early, let's say 8:30 p.m. tomorrow. I've got some work for you to do. Give you a nice change of scenery, change of personnel." And it's exactly what he asked for, is it not? And I think, yeah, that and that. And I think that, like, other than that, if Vane and, like, just like the human facing side of things, where she's got this brand now, because she's going to slowly, I had mentioned this, I think, season 4, and again at the beginning of season 5, is Vane's going to slowly start transitioning out of essentially being like an internet presence, like so heavily of an internet presence, and really start focusing on diversifying her brand so that people are not constantly seeing her, right? 'Cause she's now been around for some time, and she's got a bit of fame. Can't get any, can't really get more fame. If I remember correctly, she's at 3, and I think any more than that would start having the council and the prince looking at her like, "The fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, probably don't want to start pulling a Victoria Ash if you can help it.
Yeah. So she's she was, preparing for this, and that is why, like, these things are launching when they do. And she's, like, setting up this brand. She is setting up, like, the team and stuff to help take care of the business aspect of this in the daytime, right? So that she can take a step back as well and have the name maybe be a thing, and maybe the face not so much.
Yeah, transition to becoming a name, not a face.
Exactly. And yeah, and then get down. That is not for you. What are you gonna do with spaghetti? Get out of here. Sorry. It's the cat. And yeah, she'll, she's just happy that she knows that Ephraim is essentially good. Just randomly gets a message at one point. It's like, I haven't seen Ephraim now in like a month. I think it's that message. It's just like, okay, I mean, he's still kicking. He's out there kicking, and that's fine. It's always kind of a lone wolf. And so, and yeah, I imagine keeping in contact with Scully, and the entire time Pluto was saying that, was like, they're sending, like, chess-y invites to each other.
Hello?
Wordle. I don't know. Like, doing stuff like that, like, kind of just like mundane stuff.
I can't believe that Evane and Scully start a Wordle streak on the server Evane runs, and that's just what's been going on, I guess.
I mean, like, I think that there would be moments where Evane invites Scully to, like, hey, I'm gonna be doing this, or like, this is going to be happening. But they're just kind of like open invitations, with the knowledge that, like, Scully doesn't seem to really want to be too involved with going to certain places, especially as of right now with everything that happened, so that's fine. But they're just open invitations. And yeah, and then Oh no, she adopts a cat with Merrick. I don't know. Just kidding.
They get a
And then
cat
with
together.
Hassan, she adopts a dog because for some reason my brain is saying Merrick is a cat person and Hassan is a dog person.
That's
I mean,
beautiful.
that's fair enough.
No.
Hassan does wear a jackal mask from time to time, so
So beautiful. But yeah, no, I think those are like the main things that she's doing. With kind of also focusing on maybe just working with Merrick to see if they can strengthen the ties between Ward 3 and the Camarilla so that it will not be so maybe easily shaken again. And yeah.
all right. Beautiful. And with that, we close the book on River City Runs Red.
And nothing blew up this time.
Nothing blew up. Nothing blew up this time.
Awesome.
But
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you to T and to
Thank
Pluto.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, of course. Anytime. Anytime.
So what's next?
So what is next?
It's gonna be vampire again, or it's gonna be werewolf. It's one of the two.
Oh boy.
I can tell you that right now.
All right. We will let everybody know once we know. And we will let you know. Again, thank you for everybody who's watching tonight, watched in the past. I'm glad you found us, enjoyed it, and tell your friends. And we will see you again on a future game at some point. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye. I'm so sad.